In any other industry, he'd be due for long service leave. But the music world has no retirement plan, and Jagger just keeps rolling on. What I've assumed is, well, A, that you're 40, which is true. 2, that you're tame, that you're a quieter man, you don't drink on the road, booze, all that chaos drugs behind you.
Out of the window, eh?
Is that it? Is that the way it is?
Whatever you believe, that you believe anything.
The fact is, when it comes to old Jumping Jack Flash, people will believe just about anything. It's the music that's drawn the fans, but it's the headlines and newspaper gossip about other aspects of his life that have made him a celebrity. What do you think your public image is today?
I've no idea really. I don't really care. I've never worried about what it is.
There's been so many things over the years.
Yeah,
I mean, you know all those things.
It's
What
a
is it?
journalistic claptrap, all of it. You know what they want to make you into this year, or they want to make you into a 40-year-old healthy degenerate, or a jet-setting celebrity, or a journalistic cliches, really.
But then
Angles.
does
Mostly from Australian newspaper people, I'm very sorry to say.
Fortunately, we're television, so we won't take offence to that. If Jagger blinks, it's news. Model Jerry Hall is expected to give birth to his 3rd child in just a few weeks. And you can bet that news of the new baby will be flashed around the world.
Jerry Hall's having a baby now. I've had that one. He's done that, dear, and I'm trying to get them back onto the record, the new record. Listen to the record, you know.
But you know you won't.
Oh yeah, I've done it. Yeah, I did quite well last week. They've got off the Jerry Hall having a baby now, and they all know that. You know, they've got their picture of her with a fat tummy.
So if I were to ask you for a new angle, just to satisfy my journalistic glee, a new angle for your private life, have you got one for me?
Yeah, I'm not looking too good. Save it for the rubbish.
I guess the Rolling Stones aren't everyone's cup of tea, and that's the understatement of the year. That noisy, raw, smooth sound takes some imitating, and nobody really manages it quite like the Rolling Stones.
If Jagger's changed, then we've changed with him. What was considered different and radical 20 years ago seems tame by today's standards. But back then, he and his Rolling Stones were wild stuff, and that image would help them sell more than 30 million records during the next 2 decades. It seems the idols of the 60s were built to last. Jagger fans now span 2 generations. The same raw energy that appealed to teenagers in the 60s is still turning on their children today. And to keep that attention, Jumping Jack Flash works like an Olympic athlete. Let me talk to you about the difficulty of touring. Now you're 40, which is not a ripe old grand old age, but it seems to me
Pretty old, mate.
well, it must be difficult. Most people at 40 really have mortgages and 9-to-5 jobs, whereas you hop around in pink tights doing extraordinary things on stage.
Yeah, I don't have any pink tights this year.
No more pink tights.
No, I didn't do pink tights for years. No, I know what you mean. Well, if you can still do that, you can do it without looking a daft idiot. You should do it.
Are you happy with the way you are, the way you look, the way your body is?
Yeah, but I could be better. I mean, I'm still working on it a bit.
Paris is just one city that Mick Jagger calls home. Success has provided properties all over the world. It's a measure of his business acumen that Jagger himself manages all the band's operations.
Do you think you've been a good business manager for this band?
Pretty good, yeah. They're all pretty rich.
Are you pretty rich?
Well, quite rich. Or maybe women understand it better than men do.
And that includes women of all ages. Jagger already has 2 daughters, 12 and 13, about the same age as the youngest of these fans.
You're already a father.
Been a father for a long time.
That's right. A new baby, Jerry Hall.
Yeah.
How would you like that child to look back on your career?
Whoa! I don't know. It's going to be, I'm sure that he or she will laugh.
Why should they laugh?
Pretty hilarious career.
But if you were in that position and you saw pictures of your dad on stage,
Yeah, I'd be really inquisitive.
what would you ask your dad?
What were you doing? Acting a fool up there? Like that?
The fact is that Mick Jagger has never had to justify his career to anyone. He's been successful enough and rich enough for long enough to take things as they come. He can be reflective.
No, I'm a lot the same person I was 10 years ago, I think. 20 years ago, I was a very naive kid. I didn't know anything.
He can be cheeky.
So we're just talking about tips. Yeah, we're gonna do an old song for you, and we recorded when we were just real small.
Or he can be just plain Jagger. The idol who became a figure of rebellion back in the 60s. And the stayer who's proved that he can still be fit.
When will you personally get to a point?
Bossy boots.
When will you personally get to a point where you say to yourself, "That's it. I'm sick of this. I'm not recording. I'm not touring. I'm not doing a thing."
I'm going to school with Brooke Shields. Well, I don't know when it will be. Probably when I'm fed up with that. They've been asking me that ever since I was singing, which is 20 years ago. People have been asking me that question. When are you going to get fed up with it? I don't know. When I'm going to get fed up with it, it's not like a boxer where you get hit so many times and you can't hit anymore. You know, it's different.
You're not punch drunk.
No, you're not punch drunk. And if you don't tour all the time, then you don't get tour drunk, punch drunk. So you can pace yourself a bit. So I don't really know.
See you in Australia.
See you in Aussie.
This is
Land.
a ruby paint
Bye-bye.
over a maroon interior that I can get in and show you. They forged me.